describe what I just saw. He had stuff everywhere, and he was massive. Well, it's been one of the most frustrating, fun experiences I've ever had in my life. Strong, and you're important, and God darn it, people like you. You're gonna do this. Okay, let's go make a hunt film. This is Cory, and it is the 10th of June, and the draw results for the state of Washington just came out. I am currently sitting in a hotel room in Seattle working, and I started seeing messages come across that draw results were coming up, and so I went online and looked. And I got to be honest, I was a little shocked when I saw the results of what just happened. I have never drawn anything in this state, a couple cow tags way back when, but I had a pile of points for quality elk, quality deer, bull elk, and whatnot. I'm not a big point game player. I don't really do a lot of that, but obviously in my home state, I've resided to the fact that I was just never going to draw, considering the way that the system is, and we're now 17 years into putting in for quality elk hunts. And in a year where I actually didn't want to draw because I have so much other stuff coming up this fall, I drew a tag, and not just any tag. I drew probably, arguably, the best elk tag in this state, if not several of the western states when it comes to quality of bulls. I saw that and my hand started shaking. I got a little nervous. I was like, is that real? And I went over to my email. Sure enough, I had a letter there from my email as well, confirming my quality elk points are at 0. So I'm going to kind of treat this as a once in a lifetime opportunity to hunt elk in a really good quality unit in the state of Washington. Our state's been dwindling as far as opportunity goes, but I got it, and I'm beside myself. So anyway, stay tuned. We got a hunt coming up. All right, this is my first official scouting trip. It is July 4th. We're out here in the unit, and there is a giant herd right there. Just confused, they don't know what to do. Anyway, we're off to a good start. Brought some reinforcements. I've got Evan and Scott Salmon over here with me. Scott and I have known each other for quite a while now.
So awesome. That's what you want to see. That one's nursing, trying to nurse.
There's a buck right there. Curious. There is a pile of cows in there. I mean, it looked to me like every single cow had a calf. Well, today is July 23rd. Pretty nice little spot. Good view of Mount Rainier. And you can kind of see off in the distance way over there. Right between those is Mount Adams. 5 weeks away, so we're getting there. Back out in the unit, and got the the hunting dog with me. I was just getting ready to pull into where I was going to camp, and there was a herd of elk. I think I just found the big herd. Buddy Scott Salmon, his kid Cody, my hunting dog Rosie. Throw the all-in adapter on my spotter here, but looking across over there on that hillside is definitely some elk over there. He's a nice bull. Oh, you're good at 6. Holy smokes. Okay, that second one running the other one. The middle one's brows are right to the tip of his nose. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Huge force. Holy smokes, dude.
There you go, buddy. He's a 7 there.
He's a 7 with a huge mass force.
You see that one?
Yeah.
That's a nice, another 7. Here he comes.
Yep. I see.
And that's a nice bull.
He's coming in right under the...
You see the other one off to the right? His horns are in the open.
Yeah, I see him now.
He's probably 340.
Pretty decent. Good morning. It is August 16th. And I'm out on a little stroll out here in my unit that I drew. Doing a little early morning scouting. I slept in my rig last night because before I could get my shelter set up, it started pissing down rain. So I had to take cover in the passenger seat, which was super awesome. It's always the funnest thing to do when you're 6'3" driving a vehicle that's about 7'3" long, it feels like. So sleeping in the passenger seat's not the most comfortable thing, but it was better than probably waking up with soaking wet gear because it rained pretty much all night long. And I will show you guys and girl, my mom's probably watching, what this looks like out here. And this is my view, looking down there into the valley floor and then looking out into this drainage right here. Cows and calves there, and they're scattered all over. There's way more than what you can see right here in this frame, but and they are there. But anyway, there we go. August 16th, scouting trip over and out. Well, I am on my route home from what will ultimately be my last official scouting trip going into this hunt prior to Labor Day weekend, which I'll be back over here in the unit for that. And I just had some things kind of crossing through my mind as far as what this hunt is going to be, kind of what it means to me, some of the things that I've done prior to it. But 16 years of putting in for quality bull elk hunts in the state of Washington, and I finally struck gold. This hunt means a lot. It's 16 years in the making, and I have 3 elk tags in 3 states. My biggest goal this year is going to be to try to fill all 3 of them. You know, earlier in the year, not all that long ago, some stuff in my life changed. Some of the people in my life left, and I wasn't really that excited to hunt elk, and I just needed something to kind of create that drive, get the fire burning again. Of all the years that I've hunted with him, this is the first year that Shannon's not going to be able to take the whole month of September off, so he's only got 2 weeks, and one of those weeks is going to be eaten up with his daughter. He's got custody of her for a week, so he really only has a week to hunt, and the fact that he was going to have to give it up to another guy that's not even part of our group was already something I was struggling with. So then to have him come over here, it
that didn't sit well with me. So I wanted him to be able to have a full week of hunting the coast on his own, and hopefully he can get it done early in the season, and then that way it's just off his plate. It's going to be a fun hunt. The area, the unit is great. There's horrible roads everywhere. There's not only, I think there's one good road in the unit once you leave pavement. There's a lot of recreators up in there. There's a lot of elk, and that's the exciting thing for me, is just the opportunity to hopefully get lots of encounters and kind of pick through a few. And it's going to be different because I'm not going to have my normal crew over here, which is kind of the unfortunate thing. Trying to find people in September and ask them to give up their time in the woods is hard, but it sounds like right now I'll have, you know, if my ASP crew's not going to be here, then the ASP B team is the next best thing. And one of my oldest best friends since 7th grade, Jason Wolfong, will be over here with me. It sounds like, at least for the first week, which is awesome because Jason's the guy that I've hunted with since high school. Outside of my dad, he's probably the guy that I've spent the most time in the woods with. And you know, a hunt like this, we've put in for these hunts for years and years and years together and never drew anything. And the last couple of years we put in separate to try to spread our chances out. And this year I just happened to draw. So having Jason along for any part of that's going to mean a lot. You know, he's always a good time. Me and Willie, when the two of us get together, there's definitely going to be some laughs to be had. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, it would be nice to have Shannon along. I've always leaned on his knowledge and expertise, and you know, just to have somebody else in the unit with me that thinks along the same lines as I do when it comes to hunting elk would be great. But and obviously for packing, I'd like to have, you know, 20 guys. But and then Scott Salmon, another friend of mine who I've known for quite some time. We did a hunt in Arizona for coos deer once, and we spent some time, lots of trail miles on the death hike together. And anyway, he lives over here on this side now, and so he's going to be along to help out. And then beyond that, my dad might come by for a few days, and my stepdad's going to come up for a few days. And so if I could just, you know, have guys like that around, I think it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for me to spend some time looking over some elk and with guys that I've spent a lot of time in the woods with. You know, my dad, my stepdad are two of my OG hunting buddies. My dad for sure is the guy that got me into all this. So if I could convince him to come over here and spend a couple days with me, you know, just getting to kind of enjoy time in the woods, which we don't get to do much anymore. Ever since I started archery hunting, we really haven't spent a lot of time together. We did an Idaho hunt a couple years ago, and that was the last time we were out. You know, this hunt for me it's about interaction. All of my hunts are about interaction. I couldn't give a rat's ass if the bull is, you know, 500 inches or 300 inches if the interaction is what I'm looking for. I'm thankful that I have friends and companies and partners, you know, from the ASP side that are willing to support us and allow us to do the things that we can do and capture it on film. But it sounds like Onyx is going to be able to step up and help out with that, which is fantastic. I reached out to Dylan from Onyx here a couple weeks ago, and it's kind of late notice, but original camera guy kind of followed through, and he was able to make some stuff happen. So there's not much better than getting back from getting a nail taken out of your truck tire, because the camper would probably not be good for that. But behind your porch, yeah, buddy. There's a big old box of Vortex. It's Monday. We're loading up. We're getting last minute details taken care of, and we're getting close, getting ready to head out. Nice little group. Got one little flyer out there on the left, but I got one arrow. That's the one that needs to be knock tuned. Other than that, things shooting great. It is Sunday the 24th, and we're going to go ahead and officially get the camper on the truck, get the camper full of water and prep ready to go, and start loading things in. I should have most of my stuff finished up by this evening, and it's looking like do a late week departure, start heading for the unit. It's about that time to start doing some packing.
it's the day that I departed. I left this morning, and I'm on my way over to the unit to get into there and start doing some last weekend scouting and hopefully try to acquire a target bull. We'll see. But just pulled into Ellensburg on the east side of the state, and I'm getting ready to meet up with my longtime friend, hunting partner, one of my best buds in the world, Jason Wolfong, and Willie and I are going to get up in there today, and then it sounds like we'll get met with Scott Salmon will be over tomorrow, and then Anthony, my camera guy, is going to be there tomorrow. But yeah, things are starting to come together, so I'm just pulling into Ellensburg, going to hit up one last grocery store stop, and meet up with Jason, and we're going to be getting ready to rock and roll. So stay tuned. I'll do some introductions. All right, there he is, folks.
We're here.
We're Willie time. I don't want you guys to get confused. And my buddy from California drove up here, his Ridgeline with his pop-up camper.
Did you see the rainbow sticker that came with it?
I know, it coexists right there. Don't let the Washington State license plates fool you. The old dynamic duo is back at it.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna get back out there for the first time in a while and try to kill some elk. Jason and I have been hunting together since high school, and that feels like about forever ago at this point in my life. We spent a lot of time in the elk woods, muzzleloader hunting here in Washington, and started hunting archery. And boy, do we have some stories for you. All right, last stop, grocery store, and then we're out.
Hey, camera guy. Come here real quick.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Roll through, you guys. Appreciate it. Having you guys here. Onyx.
Awesome.
Who's paying to have you here?
Sweet.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Vortex was kind enough to send me some stuff as well. So that one's not yours. That one's yours.
Sweet.
That one's yours. Just kidding, it's the same size. And that one's yours too.
Thanks.
So some sun hoodies for you guys since it's going to be nice and sunny out here. And then it's a nice sunny unit. So everybody gets a pair of the Vortex Jackal glasses, sunglasses. So I even got a set of my own. We can all match that. So in our family photo, we can do that as well. And then as a giant thank you to the cameraman,
Yeah.
get yourself a new spotting scope from Vortex.
We're gonna find a big old bull with this.
Yeah.
After.
So now we can now we can use that. And then in order to run that, you're gonna need
Jeez.
a new tripod too.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
dude.
So we all get a
So there you go.
December and September, Christmas and September.
Christmas in September, right there it is. Yeah.
The bonus tag and gear. Look at this.
Yeah. And then I have gas money for you and for you too.
I
So.
don't need it,
I know you don't need it.
dude.
not a need.
How often do I take along an archery hunt?
Too often. That's why you get
We're
gas
good.
money.
We're good.
It's gonna end up in your tank one way or another. Okay. Well, that's my thank you to you guys for spending time out of your September to be here to help me out.
Okay, I'll see you at the house. All right, guys, I gotta go.
I'm out.
That was fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. My mom just called. I need to get home.
You couldn't pay me enough to
Yeah.
drive back right now.
Holy smokes, these are nice.
Nice glasses, huh?
If I leave this on, they're still new.
Yep, exactly. And you'll put them back in the box every time.
Right here.
So I got Jason a quilt, and I brought it in the plastic because anything that he has to stay in its original form until he has the opportunity to open it. And you want to see the guy shed a tear? You bring him something brand new and you take it out of the package for him.
True story.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, I drew a quality elk tag in the state of Washington. I'm not afraid to say it. It's the Clockham unit. If you guys have a problem with me saying that, then good luck drawing it in the next lifetime. It's a pretty rare tag. There's 12 archery tags in this whole entire unit.
And luckily for me, I've got some pretty awesome friends that were willing to come up and help out. And then I was able to find Anthony to come up and film. So the plan is to get up here, get it done maybe in this first week, which is then it's only the branched bull tags in the unit. After that, there's a spike hunt and 75 cow tags. But if we get it finished up, then these guys are going home, and Anthony and I are heading for the coast, and we're going to try to meet up with Shannon over there. So we are, what, 2 days away from the opener?
2 days.
Labor Day weekend, so we've got 2.5 days, to basically scout out, try to find a target bull for opening morning. But that's the plan. We're going to be here. We're going to hit it for the next couple days and see what that uncovers for us. And then after that, it's going to be go time.
I don't think I'm as impressed as the reviews said it was.
That's why I don't look at reviews. So I looked at all the girls' reviews of you, and it was all 2 out of 10 stars.
Right. That's why you don't pay attention.
Yeah, it doesn't last long, I think was one of the main comments.
Okay.
I was just going on the motorcycle trail. Well, there's a few of them that go through there.
I got a good look at him here. He's a nice bull. He's not giant. Like his 4ths or 5ths and 6ths are just not big. There's one of them. Nose straight in the air. Well, when I first saw him, he popped up from down here and moved up to where those cows were.
Oh, it came back.
I think I see another elk up here.
Do you mean stepping stool?
Yeah, I do.
Jason, do you see anything down there?
No,
So there's probably elk over there.
probably.
Friday of Labor Day weekend, we're just getting rocking and rolling. We've seen a good pile of elk down in there so far tonight, and got a couple of responses earlier. Saw some good bulls. We saw what looks to be like a really good bull right here, just at dark, and so it's a little hard to tell because he's probably, I don't know, a mile away. But he's on our side of this big drainage, which is good. So if we can kind of keep an eye on him, come Monday, he might be target bull number 1 at this point. 5-second roll. How'd you guys sleep? Can you tell I let the air out of the tires already, Jason?
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
it is weird. I was expecting you to be back here.
A little tip for Onyx: if you're running 2 different systems, which I have my phone and my tablet, if you go to offline map and you click the 3 little dots at the top right and you hit sync, and if I do the same thing on this one and I hit sync, then through, as long as you got cell signal or Wi-Fi, through my account it will connect and put in all the same waypoints, tracks, and everything on between your 2 devices. So there's your Onyx tip of the day.
Let me see. Come on, guys.
That 6 on that left, on that his right side is super long. I'd be really surprised if it doesn't have a little kicker off of it back there.
What's weird is we're seeing them by themselves. You know, there's no other
The other bulls and the satellites running around here.
running around with them, you know?
He's got really good thirds.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah. On the left side.
I don't know if he'll touch that though.
Look how long his beams are, though. You're gonna get 50 inches of main beam on that thing.
Oh, he's longer than that.
I almost guarantee you they're gonna follow that road up to those flats, which is gonna be not far from where we're gonna be at.
I don't care what anybody says, they're louder. The
Barry rates 100%.
They're louder.
We don't blow them out. They are 100% louder.
Did you fix your binos yet, Willie?
Nope. Can't find the button. Turn them to elk flippers.
Back here at our evening glassing spot, and we're doing pretty good. We found, I don't know, there's probably, I would say 3 of the bulls that we found so far would be shooters on day 1. I told you it's just a giant 6-point.
His fists are awesome.
He's bugling.
That's a good one.
It's a great bull.
Look at his.
Jesus.
Everything has length.
That's a good picture right there.
Right there. Yeah.
Thank you for stopping right there, sir.
Scratching his back. Just smell the air. What's he doing?
He's smelling. He's right in the middle of the camera. This is beautiful.
That's bigger than one this morning.
He's bugling right now.
No, he's not.
Hmm?
He's just like sniffing the air.
Oh,
He's been screaming his head off.
he's raking a tree now.
Yeah, he's destroying a tree.
I don't want to move it.
No.
That tree made him mad. 2 more days.
One.
1 success.
Just gotta get through tomorrow, I guess. It's gonna be a long day.
Yes.
Get this on first. Get that one. Point on the board.
Yeah.
This one back down. That's a big bull. Bring keep, huh? Oh no, he's a good bull. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a stud too. Holy shit. This is 7x7, crowned out on top. See him, Scotty? Here we go. Got 36 hours till game time. That's pretty good. Three responses. 1 horrible locate bugle. 4. Perfect. Scott's already got some spotted. And, now we just gotta try to find that big 6 from last night. Because at this point right now, he's probably target bull number 1. And I got a feeling we'll be able to pick him up tomorrow. So it might take a little bit of work, but we'll glass up a little this morning. And then we got a couple trail cameras we're gonna go check. And poke around a few other areas on our way. But today's gonna be kind of a short scout day. Make sure that everything's dialed in, bow's shooting good. Packs are loaded, locked, and ready to roll for tomorrow. And then we'll be at it. So we've got steaks thawing out for dinner tonight. We're gonna do one last good meal, you know, or you might eat before midnight. And then after that, it is go time. So that was over there. That one's down there. So we are just under 24 hours, or 22 hours till game time. So getting live. There he is. That's a big bull. Anthony's gonna go home after this and well, how was it? And he's gonna be like, well, we drove to this one spot, we saw like 1 million elk, there were bulls everywhere, they were screaming their heads off, they were all giant. It sucked.
His top left looks thick.
I think he's like bladed out fourths. And he might have a kicker 7th in there. Yep. 100%. That's that bull from last night. I almost guarantee it. And when he was all mudded up, he looked even heavier than he was. But he was, I'm almost positive he's that same crowned out 7. Got little kickers on the back left that stick out like a Roosevelt would. Earlier this summer, Scott and I and his kid came out and put up a couple trail cameras. And we're going to go pull them right now and just kind of see what we got on there. But hopefully it gives us a little bit of information to work with for the next couple days. I'd like to thank the general public for not stealing my cameras. And for the elk for not breaking the antenna. Appreciate that. Now we're going to find out some more information because today is the 31st. So we'll go back, plug this into the tablet, check the film, see what kind of actors we got for our full feature film that we got coming up. Hopefully there's some participants in there. 28 gigs. Oh, there we go.
There's a good one.
Is that not the 6 from last night?
Looks like it. Yeah. Big fronts. Big 4s. Big 5s.
That's what we're looking for right there. And it's right below here. I mean, if you look at the distance from where we are to where that elk was at yesterday, it's going to be a couple of 3 or 4 miles, maybe. 5.5 miles in a straight line.
Going to the country, pull my head down off the shelf, need a little something that I can hold on to myself, hear a little thunder, I guess it's time we bid farewell, hear a little thunder, chasing like a dog, I think I will.
Like, no way. So I'm trying to like, he gets up, takes off. 5 hours of
Get better! Got in his truck and drove off.
And it's clear that you can't see, you run sometimes.
Who's up next?
It should be a good hunt. I'm looking forward to it, and I do appreciate you guys coming up. I mean, obviously, you can do this as a solo hunt, but it is a lot more enjoyable when you got your buddies with you. I wouldn't want it any other way.
At the same time, you could have invited 1 million different people up here. So honestly, I'm just happy that you kept bugging me and said, get up here.
I did invite 1 million. It was just you two idiots that said yes. It is opening morning, and getting the boots all laced up. Got the my backup dancers are down using the local latrine. There's a porta potty down the way that they like to go down to in the mornings. I think they're maybe more nervous than I am. This might be their pregame dump that they got going on, but we are about a little after 5. A lot earlier than I like to get up and go elk hunting, but kind of think that if we can get over there and listen in the dark and start watching some of those bulls and where they go, figure out where they're bedding and make a play on them, hopefully, you know, mid-morning, they're willing to play. So that's the plan for now, is that we're just gonna get to our little spot we've been finding all these elk from and see what we can locate from there and kind of try to acquire a target, and then we'll head out, put boots on the ground, cover some miles. This is Cory from ASP. Over and out.
I'm gonna bet money he's gonna drop down the drainage. And if we have an opportunity to wait until daylight, we're gonna probably see him, you know, right down here below us. He's like, I know you guys can kill me today, so I'm gonna get out of here. He knows the season starts today. They all do, that's why they're barely bugling.
Let's get closer.
That's what I'm saying, like, mind if they just didn't push it down? I wanna walk to that corner, you know, and bugle that. Okay. Especially knowing that our wind's going this direction. Okay. Because if there's a bull up there, then we're gonna go check him out. Until these thermals change and things start pulling up the drainage. Look at these trails, man. This is the hiking trail through here. I heard what sounded like small bull chuckles down here, and then that bull bugled over here, so my thought was to maybe... He's right here. We gotta skirt this. He's bedded. Right over here. There goes the cows. That's why I don't like the cow call. Because as soon as they started cow calling, those cows just 50, 750. And he was already bedded up. That means he was active till last night. Thunder and lightning got him going. I saw him bedded. Really? Yeah. He was bedded. He was beagled from his bed. That's why he didn't sound very big. So you beagle back in this pool. And as soon as you guys cow called, the cows just took him. Really? I watched him stand up. And then he wasn't looking our direction. He was actually looking away from us. And then one of his cows went behind him. And then poof, 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 poof. And they all just down. That was for the pines right there. What was he? I couldn't tell exactly, but he looked like he was the big six. The pants are like a 32. They're too small. They're tight. 32. You haven't been 32 since 7th grade. I know. What's that song? Winds of Change. Scorpions. That's what we need to get going right now. Winds of Change. You start to see why it's hard to see them in certain times. This looks flat when you're up there, but it slopes away from us. We did a pretty good job of finding him. Yeah. Well, okay. There's this trail over here to the break of this little ridge. Well, he's a big bull. He's got a lot of cows. I mean, he was only on 120 yards away. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe. Problem is when all the cows went up and he turned. I mean, he was on his way up and then he just turned and was looking our direction. And I bugled at him just before that, so he knew exactly where we were. Plus, we were making all that noise coming out. It was not a good combination. There's another group that went across too. We saw those. There was a spike in that one. Yeah. Or 2 point or whatever. The problem is if they're not gonna, if they don't want to leave the herd at all yet, it's gonna be tough.
The other option is to just go eat something, hang out,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
and
Just get some time.
just kind of wait. Is it 11?
Start at 11 o'clock.
Need to find a nice shaded spot.
Yeah, a little snack. Break in. They need to bust out. I do have to ask, do you have to like kind of shift every once in a while? I can't keep your hands in your pockets. I shouldn't have my hands in my pockets. Whatever. You're like the opposite of Fat Man in his little coat. Now I don't have to wear my underpants. Oh, is that it? Your compression pants are built into your regular pants now. This water's probably pretty good already. There's only like 1,000 elk in this basin. To get up on a high point, you need to go right wake him up. Give him the old chili dipper. They're right here. Man, we walked right in on top of them. Oh, there's one up top. There's a good one. That's back here. It's right over the top. Here, look. Those cows are right in my way. Boy, that is just not great.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she was pointing like a West Coast, beaming like a street light.
He's coming up to the right. That's him.
White denim jacket,
Boy.
bolo tie. Snuck past mom and dad and told my little brothers goodbye. Oh, I hear a motor car coming up the coast. You know I've seen other cities, but I like this one the most. There's a girl down in the valley, says that we can take it slow. Or we can push fast forward on the success and rock and roll.
Got it. And then he just got stung.
But it gets hard sometimes. Don't know it. Not enough for a week. I can't get no sleep. I lose my cool.
Electronics. Found it. I knew you would. See if he had his eyes peeled. Where does that go?
Oh, I saw a shooting star late last night. She's that vanilla ice cream, baby, milky white.
not too far from Scott's place. I located just a few minutes ago. Got 2 responses down here below us. And then we just heard a gunshot, which is always super awesome. So it's just starting to get light enough to glass down into this bottom, but we're going to see what we can find this morning and then hopefully have a little more exciting day than what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a bit slow. We had bulls going in the morning, but once we got down in with them, there was no responses. It was hot. It was supposed to be like in the high 90s down in the surrounding towns. It's supposed to be hotter today, a little less hot tomorrow, but then it's supposed to kind of cool off after that. So we'll see what today brings. We're at a different vantage point now, looking back down into this big basin that we've been seeing all these elk in. We found I would say our first real target bull. Big 60 is what we're calling him, and he's just 350 yards below us off this ridge line right now. There he is. Look how big he is. Jesus. He's got everything right there for a 6-point.
Bedding down.
Good. We're gonna keep eyes on him and get down in there and see what we can do. Probably leave my stepdad Dave is here with us now. Probably leave him up top with glass on him, and he can kind of give me updates on what's happening.
He's a toad.
Either way, it doesn't really matter. It'll be better just to have your eyes. But it's also easy to throw a phone on there and hit record. Well, it should be easy. Just focus on the eye. Easy.
I'll text you.
You got that figured out?
Yeah, I can text you.
And he knows because the copy and paste thing, we struggled with that the other day.
Baby steps.
Here, I think probably the thing to do is we'll get down here and we'll separate out, Willie. You and Scott can stay on the backside of this little finger ridge right here. I mean, it might be a situation where we get locked down in that timber for a while, unfortunately.
So what you're telling me is we're just gonna walk down this trail and you're just gonna go. What I'm telling you is that caffeine thing's kicking in. It is great. Let's take advantage of it. Let's go.
Running back and forth down
Yes.
there. We'll button hook it. He's gonna grab it.
That was good.
There you are.
There you are.
Oh man, I'm looking great.
You're the man. That's looking good. Tell him you're the man.
All right, there you go. You can do it. You can do it. You're strong. And you're important. And God darn it, people like you. You're gonna do this. Okay, let's go make a hunt and film. We're under 100 from where they were. just cause some movement up here. I stopped him. I had like, the only shot I had was basically had a couple of branches in the way. Like right through here. Yeah, he would have been right here. I shot between that or something like that. It's right there. It's clean. So I had to have either hit a branch and went over him or went right under him. That thing,
That's 400.
is a absolute giant.
You will never see another bull bigger than that one.
I saw him looking at me, and I'm like, oh, big 60's looking at me. And then he turned his head, and I went, holy f***. He's a giant. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a shot. I ranged him, 64. Ranged his ass because I could see it sticking out from behind a tree, 68. And I just thought, you know what? Let's wait it out and see what he does. And when he turned sideways and he just took a couple steps and I stopped him and his whole front shoulder was hidden behind pine trees. And all I could see was the middle section of his body. And I had a couple of small branches in the way, and I thought even if I get a deflection, it's just gonna bury right into him. So I took the shot.
I got a good look at him, both sides of him.
He's huge. But the first thing I did was glass and look, and I was like, no, he's got no entry hole. Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
It's an amazing spot. Sorry, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, you got to see him.
I did. We saw him walking up the ridge over here, so I know he's just booking down here. But that was one of the...
He came down when you guys went up, he went down.
Yeah, he saw us walk across, dude.
I held him there for a while.
Got his attention, but
He didn't, I mean, he just couldn't see anything, you know?
He is. I mean, I don't even know what to describe what I just saw. He had stuff everywhere, and he was massive.
That is.
He was everything right there.
Hey, you still got to shoot at one.
I did.
That, right?
I did. I took a shot on a hunt that I didn't want to do, and you have no idea how much my heart sank when I was just walking along and I looked to the left. I'm like, oh my God. We just walked right into him. He never made a noise. He did nothing. The elk that were bugling were both of them were up there, and he's standing right here. Like if he screams his head off back at them or at me, like why didn't he bugle at me? I bugled for 150 yards down the road.
I'm just not into it.
It's unbelievable.
He's just biding his time back in here, staying healthy.
Probably just walked back in here, sniffed some cows, didn't find anything he wanted, and he just walked off. Yeah. Well, he was trying to walk off. I was trying to help him out of here.
He
my
wasn't
backpack.
bedded? He was just walking?
He was just standing right here, just looking at me. Yeah.
He's bigger than
this thing was massive. The only thing he didn't have was width, and he made up for that everywhere else. Everywhere else. God. And I had a shot, and it broke clean, and I don't know, 60 pin was middle, knowing that I had branches right there, and he didn't flinch until that arrow went right under him or whatever it did. And he just kind of spooked, and then, so I don't know if I hit something, because I did have tree branch. I was shooting through this lane right here.
You had to be close, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can see where he took off. Unless I draw like an amazing Arizona tag or something, that is hands down going to be the biggest bull I ever shoot at.
Man. Yeah, he's 400.
410.
Yeah, he might even be a little bigger than that.
And he was massive. He had everything, dude. I mean, he seriously had everything. Even if he wasn't as big as he was, and he was just big 60, I was shooting if I had an opportunity, because you know how many opportunities you're gonna get like that at a bull that's within bow range. So I just can't believe I missed the shot, to be honest with you. That's what I can't believe. And I arranged him at 64, standing right here. So I just put my 60 pin a little high. When he turned and walked this way, which was going away from me at an angle,
But you were behind those trees, though.
I shot right between these trees.
This is my shot.
$65 to Scott. 66. Just shot under him. I contemplated on dialing my sight and everything, and I decided, nah, I'll leave it as is. Stay there, Scott. Let me shoot it one more time. He's probably sitting up there watching us right now. Unbelievable. What I do know is I have absolutely no blood on my arrow.
No, he's clean. He's good.
So,
I watched him.
Yeah.
So we get out.
He's like looking at me, you idiot.
We're not all that far back to the rig. It's 3/4 of a mile in a straight line.
What the hell I'm supposed to do?
Smell fine.
got to ride along with you. I had all and then most of you, some and now
I don't know. Now I'm curious. I want to go set a target up at 66 and shoot it for 60 and see what that drop is. I'll do it in my brain tonight when I stay awake thinking about that shot. That's the furthest shot I've ever taken on an elk right there, by 24 yards. So it's, you know how easy it is to go like this. That's all I had to do, and it's dead elk. That's it. Yeah, but I had a lot of time. Yeah, but I had a lot of time, and I contemplated it. And I probably should have. I'm not gonna say I rushed my shot by any means, but I had way more time to shoot than I did. I could have, yeah, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. My arrow still doesn't have blood on it, so we've established that. All right. We only got 6,000 feet up and like 24 miles. We should be there in like, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes.
That felt horrible because I got a crew with me, you know, and the last thing you want to do is like prolong everything and let them down. And how much fun would it be to kill a giant like that with your buddies around?